Okay, now that we are live, hello everybody, it's Shaderock. We're back with more Persona 3. If I remember correctly, this is... I'm trying to remember where we left off because I was very tired that night. I think this is... Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is... I had to double check. This is the last tutorial.
Not
So,
bad.
with that, since there's nothing else we could do here right now,
Better.
we're going to leave.
Yo!
It's gonna leave it on auto. We're being introduced to a new classmate. Finally giving a name with Kenji. We're gonna talk about Kenji.
That concludes the main portion of today's assembly. Next, we'll hear a word from the Student Council. Please welcome the new president, Mitsuru Kirijo, from Class 3D.
Thank you.
Also, I do like the fact that the characters do
So she did
have
get elected.
club activities outside of being,
Well,
you know,
I guess
going
she
into
is the most
Tartarus.
popular girl in school.
You can say that again. She's got this intimidating vibe around her. Not to mention, this school's owned by the Kirijo group, right?
As I begin my term as Student Council President, I'd like to share with you my vision for this coming year. It is my firm belief that each of us must accept the responsibility of bettering our school. However, change cannot occur without sustained effort and an unprecedented level of commitment. That is why we must restructure our daily lives in order to rise to this challenge.
Yeah, such as
I'd like
not
each
getting
of
any
you to
sleep.
dig deeply into your well of motivation and reevaluate your convictions. Strive to imagine a bold new future without losing sight of the realities around you. That is the key. My own ideas are but one person's vision. For us to reap the full benefits of our education, your participation, opinions, and enthusiasm are essential. Thank you.
Dang. What a speech. Do you, have any idea what she just said?
I mean, I wasn't listening. I was kind of just thinking of what to talk about.
Dude, you're such a rebel.
Okay, time for class.
Oh yeah, and this is another one of the history sections. These are like actual lectures. I don't know what to say about this. I'm going to skip past most of this. Guys, you do pay attention if you're on a first run to an extent, because these... Yeah. Some of them won't have any effects, sometimes you get fine dialogue, it all depends on the teacher. For some of them we will end up, for a couple of them we're gonna end up skipping. Just because they drag on.
Want to stop by Paulonia Mall on the way back? There's a pharmacy there too. Couldn't hurt to get some meds in case anything happens.
Yeah, he is really into this.
You bet I am. If we don't step up to the plate, who will? The chairman said it himself. The fate of the world depends on us. Let's go, leader. First task, escape from the school.
Look! It's Sonata-senpai! Wait for us!
He's really
You notice
annoyed.
how popular Sonata-san is with the ladies? Man, take a look at that. I guess neither of us really got to know him before all this crazy stuff happened. He's a captain of the boxing team.
I'm new here.
Never
I
lost a
had no
single
idea who he
match.
was beforehand.
I know that's cool and all, but who'd have thought boxing would turn you into a chick magnet? I mean, come on! They're fawning on him more than a harem magnet. I wonder where they're going.
Hey, are you guys free this afternoon?
Huh? Us? Yeah,
Let's
I
say,
mean, hell yeah!
Junpei, read
We'd
the
love
room.
to
I'm
join
pretty
your
sure he was
little,
annoyed.
Group here. Don't be lame. Even heroes need some rest now and then, you know?
Well, are you free or not?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, we are.
No problemo.
I want the two of you to meet me at Polonia Mall. You know where it is, right? I'll be waiting at the police station. Got it?
The police station? You mean we're not hanging out with your friends?
Who? These girls? No, I don't even know their names. Hearing so much chit-chat gives me a headache. Anyway, I'm going on ahead. Don't keep me waiting.
Wait! Senpai! Don't leave us!
Man, how can he not know their names? I mean, seriously, just look at them. Anyway, let's go.
So, in the original Persona 3,
Yeah.
and even in this version, there are no social links for Junpei, Sonata, any of the male party members. There are no social links for. They're kind of wrapped up into the Fool Arcana. Because the Fool Arcana is the party as a whole. This was changed in the portable version because the female protagonist, for example, Junpei here was the female protagonist's Magician's Arcana. So that's a thing.
No.
Thank you, Kurosawa-san. I'll be taking this. Oh, these are the guys I was talking about earlier. This is Officer Kurosawa. He helps keep our squad well equipped. Oh, and here, this is from Ikutsuki-san.
And there's some 5,000 yen.
Whoa, is that our war funds? You shouldn't have.
You can't fight empty-handed, so find something you like. Kurosawa-san has connections. He can secure equipment for us. But these things still cost money.
Of course they do. Nothing in life is free.
I realize that. Well, I'll see you later. Thanks again.
I've been informed about you two. My job is to maintain peace in this city regardless of the circumstances. I'm just an ordinary police officer, but it doesn't take a genius to know something strange is going on here. I'm only doing what I think is right. Nothing more. If you need something, we can talk in the back. All right.
So yeah, Kurosawa here. Also, interesting thing, if I gotta double check this, but apparently Kurosawa is Sonata's old voice actor, I think. Yeah, that's an
What do you got?
interesting thing. So what we could do here is we could sell our
recommending that.
various
I'll take
treasures
that.
we get in Tartarus. So, okay, this is saying that is. I don't know how this was handled. I don't remember how this was handled in the original Persona 3 Portable. I actually did not get far into Persona 3 Portable because, my god, why the fuck did they re-release Persona 3 Portable and not just merge them all? Where was I going with this? Oh yeah. But the way that this works is for people who only play the newer games like Persona 4 or 5. It's like Persona 5 where there's treasure you can get from around Tartarus, but then there's also a lot of the treasures from defeating bosses, which you then sell for yen. with the yen you get, you can buy weapons and
Some stuff
armor.
you might
Don't
find
do
useful.
this tonight. We are going to
You
need the
finished?
money later.
Come back.
It's mostly to save up on some
Can't believe it.
grinding.
What's more, they only gave us 5,000 yen. Ain't that kind of stingy? I mean, kind of saving the world.
Yeah, 5,000 yen.
Oh crap! It's this late already. I'm gonna miss the rerun of The Lonely Shogun. I gotta go. Wow. Well, I'll leave the rest
It's
to
just gonna
you,
be us.
leader. Let's meet up again. You know where. There's a ton of shops and stuff in this place, so you really should check it out while you can. All right. See you back at the dorm.
So before we go any further, we are actually going to take, starting today, we have nearly everything unlocked to us. We can use the facilities available to us to just boost our various stats. If you look on the map, you'll see the wavering V over here, and you can enter the Velvet Room from here. This is useful for if you... So, okay. Briefly talk about the social links, because I haven't talked about them yet. I'll talk about each social link in detail when they come up, but you're going to want to make sure you have a matching Arcana for whatever social link you're working on. I will go over... Well, you could go at any point to the Velvet Room and get your Arcanas. Oh, any... So, missing... So, Arcana. So, give me 1 second. I'm actually going to go into the Velvet Room. What's up, Igor?
Welcome to the Velvet Room. I have been anticipating
I still say the other guy
your
did it better. I hate to say
The time
that.
has come for you to wield your power. My role is to create new personas.
Wait, I didn't even talk
By
about the Velvet Room
merging
at
multiple
all.
persona cards together, they can be reborn into a new form. One could call it a fusion of personas.
There is much hidden potential.
So I've
in
talked about the
your
fusion
Persona
system 2
abilities.
times now,
We've never
and
had a
it's
guest
essentially
show
the
this
same
much
here
promise in the
in
past.
Persona 3.
Indeed.
There are some
And by
slight
establishing
differences.
social links, you may be able to create even stronger personas as well. Oh,
For
This
one thing,
shall
I do
prove
not
to be
believe there is
most
an equivalent for the
interesting.
Elemental
To that
or
as you
Mitama fusion
accumulate cards,
from...
please bring them to
Well, actually, I
me.
haven't even talked about
If you wish to
I
learn
briefly
more
talked about
fusing
Mitama
personas in
fusion
greater detail,
in
then
Soul
come
Hackers
talk
2,
to me so that
and I
may
definitely
give you
talked
some
more
hints.
about
I will assist you to the best of my
Elemental
ability.
fusion between the two games. There isn't anything like that in
Welcome to the
Persona.
Velvet Room.
But here we have the various cards we could do, well, various options. Registration
You
will
registered
fill
to the
out our compendium with
completed
different
registration.
personas. The way that the compendium works is we can use
Please take a
money
look.
to resummon any persona we've already had. All the gold ones, as you can see, are the DLC ones. I won't be summoning any of the DLC's personas through this method.
Does that persona catch your eye?
The only way I will summon these personas is they're actually put into the deck, so you can just draw them from normal fusion. You can never get them from shuffle time, as far as I know. Because, like, I'm not gonna, for example, here,
Please
pull
take
out
a
level 89 Satanil, who is an ultimate persona. I think that's the only ultimate persona, as far as I'm aware, who is of the Fool Arcana. Which is just weird.
Are you in search of new
Through
power?
here we have the different fusion methods. I'm not going to use Dyad
will
fusion too
you
much
choose?
because it's weird. There was one thing I want Persona to take from Shin Megami Tensei. It is the way that game
Take
handles
all the time
fusions.
you need to consider.
I believe, and this is also a thing in Soul Hackers. Persona is the only game that doesn't do it this way. They didn't do it in Persona 5 Royal, which Persona 5 Royal came out before SMT5 and before Soul Hackers 2. I don't know how it was handled in SMT4, so I can't really speak on that. But for those who don't remember SMT5 on my channel or have never played SMT5, in Shin Megami Tensei 5, there is a special fusion search that will pull up every possible demon you could summon, even if they were only using materials from your compendium. This was so much nicer because of the fact you can only have so many personas on hand. Same with demons, and same with both soul hackers and SMT. So it made it so you could just pull up the list and see, hey, I could spend this much yen and summon this demon. Or this demon. It does not work that way for most summons in Persona. As you see here, the search will just tell it. So the way that these two work, Dyad Fusion is going to be sorted by your current roster of personas, where Fusion Search is you're searching by result. These are basically the same thing, just different ways. Then there is Special Fusions. Special Fusions are personas that require very specific summoning requirements. Most will require up to 3 personas. Sataniel will require, as you can see, up to 6. And all of these are pretty much endgame personas. Like, these are all stuff we will not be seeing till the very end of the game. If you don't have the personas for a Special Fusion in your current deck, they will draw from the compendium and they will tell you how much yen you have to spend for it. It is the only time it does this. I don't know why it only does it for it, but yeah, there's nothing else for me to talk there. We're not going to mess with Fusion. Mostly because I have no personas. The only other thing to talk about, I believe this was changed between the two versions of the game. I don't know how the... Ooh, 3 of them, nice. I don't know how they worked in the original Persona 3, or if they... Yeah, no, they exist. I've seen enough people bitch about the grind. Skill cards are a thing. They've been in every Persona game since 3, as far as I know. The way that they work is, say there's a skill you really want on Persona, but you can't get it through, onto it through Fusion, then you can just use a skill card. So, an example would be, let's use Orpheus here. Orpheus has Agi and Daya right now, but say I wanted Garu for wind attacks, then I could use a skill card to give it wind. I do not believe these... Ooh. Thank you for the follow, Fabian! I do not believe these skill cards can be passed down, or at least I've noticed I haven't been able to pass down skill card effects, so, yeah. Pros and cons, it'll make certain side quests a lot easier, though, to have those cards. And you can also dupe them in this game. Okay, so only thing I'm doing today is we're gonna go to the strip mall. This is going to be the point where I am going to push a little bit and to no, that's the wrong building. I get a lot of the buildings here confused. It's not this one, it's not this one. Ooh. Twilight Fragment. Oh no, it's the one down here. We need this for a side quest for later.
Drop by again?
Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. Don't... Oh no, more Twilight Fragments. I'm gonna actually run around really quick. Well, I'm not gonna run around the entire map, but I'm gonna run around a couple areas to see if we can find any more Twilight Fragments, because... oh boy, they are going to come in handy. To explain why the Twilight Fragments are going to come in handy, there are, of course, there is the chests we saw last time that we can unlock with the Twilight Fragments. There are other uses for them. In particular, there's the clock that we saw in the entrance to Tartarus. That clock is used heavily for, well, is very useful for restoring certain stats. In particular, actually, it's for restoring HP and SP. Which I'm going to try to avoid using it on this first visit. Because, yeah, spoiler, we're going to be going into Tartarus tonight. Well, first things first, we're going to play this game here. This is going to give us a little bit of courage.
Welcome back.
Actually will lead to something I'm going to do. So, to explain, we are going to have a floor. I'm going to have a counter up there in the upper left at all times saying what floor we are currently on and what my goal is. Like, what my current goal for the night is. Actually, let me see if I can actually... There we go. Okay, that'll work. We'll put it right above chat. So my goal for tonight is to reach floor 22.
Let's see.
This way, anyone who's joining in the middle of, you know, when we're working on social links, they'll be able to see how far into Tartarus we've gone. It's also for my own sanity. Though, I'll kind of know where we are in Tartarus. Yeah, so... now that we've got everything unlocked, including Tartarus, to talk about, going into Tartarus. So the thing is, when you want to go in there, your allies have their own lives outside of this. There are going to be some nights where the party can't go into Tartarus. For example, there might be a day where Yukari has something to do. She will not be in the dorm, meaning she cannot come with us to Tartarus. If Mitsuru is not available, you can't go into Tartarus, period, because you don't have a navigator. Yeah, for tonight, we're just gonna go right into Tartarus. Actually, you know what? I might use rewind. I meant to do something. I actually did mean to buy something.
As we I'm
Okay, let's see. Rewind back to the lounge. The reason I wanted to come back to the lounge is because I forgot I wanted to stop by the vending machines. Because the vending machines sell Mad Bull, which it's not a lot. It only restores 5 SP, but at this point, SP is SP. That refreshes every day and is going to be a little bit of a... I'm going to try to grind. I have a set amount I'm trying to reach, but I'm going to try to go over it so I can buy more supplies. I don't care so much about HP supplies because I can make up for that with good healing spells, or HP items are very common in Tartarus. SP items are not. There's also, this is talking about the tactics. We're not using it because the thing is, the way that tactics work is, it's mostly if you wanted to leave the party fight on their own. I don't want that.
That reminds me.
I'm going to control the party the entire time. So there are several different layers of Tartarus, and the goal is to reach the top. And for going in to Tartarus the first time, we are going to receive 2 medical powders, 1 revival bead, and 2 Trifuri gems. The medical powder is a really good healing item. It'll heal 100 HP to any party member, almost a full restore at this point in the game. Revival bead, self-explanatory, but the gem allows us to escape from any battle.
Later.
Yeah, no. So there are... Every time we come into Tartarus, the map and layout is... The map, what items we find here, everything is going to be completely random. It is procedurally generated, or I don't know if it's procedurally generated or generated from a seed every night. The main thing is, though, what I find might not be what you find. There's also going to be these, like, statues scattered about. Smack them. Break them, and you'll get, sometimes you'll get treasure, sometimes you'll get life stones, which are a good healing item.
You can handle them. If only we knew the enemy's weakness.
Okay, we don't know. Well, I know these ones. Just smack them. Main goal tonight is to try to get as much shuffle time as I can, just so I can get new personas and new and some money, because shuffle time is the only way you're gonna get money. Also, it's nice that we finally have Pixie.
Let's do the same thing for our next fight.
Pixie is an old friend of ours, or at least an old friend of mine, due to SMT3. Now here's Mass Destruction.
Let's see.
I like to say these ones are weak. Yeah, they're weak to wind.
You dodged it. Well done.
Now's the time. Have fun. Persona!
Talk about finish the enemy.
I'll use the suggestion command just so I can speed my way through certain battles. It's mostly because of the fact it makes it easier to get the correct ability. Here we go. The coin card. The coin minor arcana is the only way to get money in this game, outside of selling items. But yeah, I'll use it mostly because of the fact that it makes it easier for cycling through my personal personas. I am actually going to switch over to Pixie, mostly because of the fact that level 4 Pixie gets Zeo, and I'm going to want an electric ability soon. There are ways to speed up. Okay, since we're now in the thick of it, I'm going to talk a little bit how experience works in this game. When you see that number at the end, that is divided among the party, and I believe it is split. Currently, it is split, if I'm correct, 4 ways. There is the Persona experience, Eureka, like whenever we earn it. So Yuriko. I just combined her name with Yukiko, I think, from Persona 4. Yukari's and Junpei, as well as Yuki's. So what looks like, oh, you're getting 700 experience. No, you're getting a lot less. Our goal by the end of the night is, the end of this night, is to be level 12 and at floor 22, and to have 40, at the very least, 40,000 yen in the bank. My suggestion is, when you go to leave Tartarus, create a save, go out of Tartarus,
You can handle it.
and just see if you can afford to get the, up to, I mean, not afford, see if you can get up to 40,000.
The enemy's down.
This first visit to Tartarus is where we are going to be
This is our
cutting, well, things are going to be cutting it very close. The reason for this is just lack of items. Okay, so yeah, as that little text that I just skipped says, say for example, say you complete a battle and you get a Persona card, but you already have that Persona. So let's grab this card, and it will be turned into bonus experience exclusively for the Persona.
Haha! Perfecto. If only Shadow showed up during class. Then I'd have a legit reason to skip.
At that point, then we're in Shin Megami Tensei.
Nonsense and focus on the upcoming battle.
Just think, because if I remember correctly, Persona used to be called Shin Megami Tensei Persona. Then they just dropped the SMT moniker and just went full in on Persona.
There's a shadow. All right, we have the advantage.
All right. The enemy's down.
I have nothing I can do to exploit that
Good.
weakness,
That's one less
so
to worry about. You should be able to hit a weak spot.
there is tricks we'll be getting. Because here's the thing, we do not have access to all of our abilities for combat yet. Money is money.
Hey, let's loot that chest.
Dog. Persona, social link. Yeah, PK, I'm sitting in the stream call if you want to hang. Just so I have someone to talk to while I'm just mindlessly running through Tartarus.
Found the stairs. Wanna head up?
Looks like we've mapped everything on this floor. It's up to you whether to... By the way...
Okay.
Persona.
Oh god, we haven't even gotten to social links yet. This is the first possible night I can lead an expedition to Tartarus.
Yep.
I'm
Tutorial night.
No, this isn't even tutorial. Oh, technically it's tutorial night. Because there were 2 tutorials for the entrance to Tartarus.
Oh wait, okay, this isn't the mandatory first visit. This is the...
I chose to come
visit.
here.
Okay.
Mostly because I need the money.
Yes, we have the advantage.
Fair.
We were talking about this before. When I remember. I think at the time I was sitting in the German airport.
In this situation,
How the first night is honestly the hardest time you're gonna have at Tartarus.
Now let's move on.
Yeah?
Ooh, Fool Arcana. You want to explain
nice.
the major arcanas for the shuffle time? Since I'm gonna be explaining a lot.
I don't have my Wikipedia up right now.
Well, I wasn't gonna say all of them, just the idea.
The Fool represents the beginning of a journey.
Okay.
Well, I actually already explained that last stream. I was just talking about the, like, collecting...
Well, why did you even ask?
I meant the Major Arcana shuffle time effect!
Oh, yeah. You get an XP boost. There you go. Woo.
There's very...
I spy some trick.
There are various cards... Ooh, Odd Morsel, I needed that. Yeah, no, there are Major Arcana cards that you need to start certain side quests.
I don't think you can hit any weak spots.
Not side quests. What am I thinking? No, you need items side quests. That's what the odd morsels for. The major arcanas give you various boosts. The fool, as PK said, gives us bonus experience.
You need the odd morsel and I think a mad bowl.
Yeah, the mad bowl I need.
Mad bowl you definitely need for a different zone.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it's for the same one.
No, it's not.
The enemy's down.
There, you can go for a weakness.
I'm glad he wanted I'm glad he wants the odd morsel and not the rings of gravy.
Oh god. Oh, give me 1 second. I have to contain a certain rat dog.
For this opponent.
Yeah, I am.
There we go. He can't escape now.
My friend, to give you context on where I am in Persona 3 right now.
Oh, hold on a second. I just realized, like, you're, like, really quiet. Well, Grant, you're really quiet compared to the game.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Yeah, I just fixed
Game
that.
loud.
Yeah.
But to give you context on where I am in the story right now, 2 days away from that event.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're much further than me.
Yeah. But also, I take a lot of time in Tartarus.
No, same.
I'm playing on hard mode.
Yes, for the first night, I'm on normal, but when we get to night the second visit, I'm gonna switch to hard. Or you said,
as you progress, you'll get so many more tools to make the Tartarus traversal so much easier.
Yeah, it's just this first night is ass.
Yeah, because you only have yourself, Yukari, and Junpei.
And
you have basically no SP recovery whatsoever.
Like, here's the thing: the first night
you can't even get lucky with like soul drops at this stage, I believe.
No, they are. Well, you can get lucky, but I think they're only in rare chests.
The only way to get soul drops at this stage right now is if you confuse an enemy and it drops it. But that's very rare. Otherwise, you're gonna be getting life stones, which that is a good investment, honestly. Like,
oh yeah, no, I can't
confuse an enemy, so they just keep dropping that stuff. Good shit.
Oh, I'm trying to remember here though. Like this first. Speaking of life stone. You know, this first side is just so bad because, like you said, no SP items. The fact that you don't have enough Twilight fragments to use the clock.
Careful, the enemy's nearby.
Which, you know, you're not intended to go immediately to try and clear out Tartarus. To clear out the Arca block.
But we do it anyway.
Well,
Well,
all things considered, you could save it until like 3 days away from the full moon.
I will say, can I say one change I wish they had done to the minor arcana for shuffle time from Persona 4?
What's that?
Have the cups recover SP.
I don't agree with that.
I think
it's too much.
True.
Personally,
I think it'd be too much. Like, granted,
because here's the thing: the cups can recover HP, but they can also provide buffs.
True. Activated. Be sure to.
If they could also recover SP, that'd be too much. They'd be giving us way too much stuff.
Yeah. I'm actually I'm actually gonna go back to no, wait, no. This first one. No, I don't think this first border guard's the one who's weak to Zio.
Is this the drive?
I don't know. Let me see. I'm on floor 5.
Like it's a chariot.
No, it's the birds. It's the birds.
Right. Oh, it's the birds. Fire hot. They have ice wings.
Yeah. I couldn't remember. I knew one of them is weak to Zio. That's why I have Pixie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the later boss.
I think it's
later
gatekeeper. 10.
Yeah, it's the one right before the order. One of Junpei's later abilities is shift boost.
Oh god, that's the one thing I have been missing by going back to this lower level.
You don't have shift yet.
I don't have to. Fucking Mom Boo Boo, fuck off!
Yori's in a bad spot.
That is why you never equip yourself with an ice weak persona.
No, it didn't knock me down, but it did kill Kari.
Oh, that's not good. Do you have?
I have 2
any
revival beads.
Okay, good. Use them. You will find plenty in loops for Tartarus. Honestly, I've had an abundance of life stones and revival items, so I honestly, when I feel like I really need the money, I just sell it back.
I've been doing that because, like, I've been buying a lot of accessories. Like, I have so many.
Low-tier accessories definitely are to sell fodder. Especially when you only have 3 party members.
Yeah, I mean, mind you, one thing I got incredibly lucky with, when on my personal file, when I opened a locked chest, I got a skill card, and the skill card in question was the tier 2 wind.
Oh yeah, no, Gorilla is actually a... I've noticed that I get Gorilla before anything else, and it has taken me until the 4th block to get a Bufala card.
Gee.
I haven't seen Bufala. I know, one of my favorite things to do right now is I have Oberon as a persona.
Yeah.
And I use Mazio just to test everything's weakness, and I see Reflect. I'm like, doesn't do shit!
Yep.
I love having a Reflect proc when I am immune.
I guess not all of them are totally weak, but they still don't stand a chance against me.
Okay, a bead.
Let's see.
Yep. And you should stop on floor 5. Fuck that, we're going to floor 22.
You haven't been increasing your floor counter.
Okay, that is honestly my bad. That's saying I'm also kind of scared to stay on a floor for too long.
You don't need to worry about that, because they tutorial him.
Yeah, I know you get a message about him. I just got that on my personal run.
Yeah, he doesn't show up until then. So you're safe for now.
And it takes like 4 minutes.
Is that?
Yeah. Don't leave the game idle without pausing.
I think we've talked about the Reaper before.
Yeah.
All right. Let me tell
I
you
prefer his design during 3 and 4 than in 5.
I think the
golden guns are body.
Yeah.
They do not add to any threatening aspect of him.
It does not help that the Reaper in Persona 5 is a joke in the original build.
To be fair, that was an oversight, I'm pretty sure.
No, I agree. It is wholeheartedly an oversight. But the fact that they never...
so funny.
It's so funny, and the fact that they never fixed it is why I will give them shit over it. Like, this was an error, like, if they were handling it like, Persona 4 and 3, where there was no way to patch that. I'd be like, okay, no, it's an oversight, it's funny, you went to realize it was there, you couldn't fix it.
I mean, since it was there, and people were using it as an RPG, and how much more fun are RPGs when you can do funny exploits like that?
How the... Huh? So, okay, can I just say my achievements for this game are all kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Because I think I played so much offline and on the plane,
yeah.
I just earned the achievement for shifting for the first time.
Yeah, that'd do it.
Oh, small dog, you're upset about something. Yeah, shifting was, I'll be honest, shifting was probably one of the best things introduced in Persona 5.
Yeah. Yeah, the baton pass, shift, whichever. It's just really useful. God, I really do hope that Persona 4 gets kind of love and care that 3 Reload has gotten.
Yeah, no, there.
Like, I genuinely hope for that.
I did DM you about the, like I said, grain of salt because they're leaks.
Yeah, we know that there's a DLC in the works.
We're fairly, well, that has not been...
We know that there's a DLC in the works.
I said, no, that hasn't been confirmed yet. It was just data miners found something, and data miners have been wrong in the past. We just know that there are some files that seem to suggest that the answer might be added.
There is confirmed DLC.
Oh, they have confirmed that there's more story DLC? Because knowing Atlas, it can be either story DLC or it could be, costumes. I know they have said that, Persona 3 will not, like, Reload won't have a Royal Edition. It is, this is what you get, you're not getting another version. I don't mind them switching to that format going forward.
Okay, okay, no, this is just more of the leaks discovered through data mining. Like, we do know that there's gonna be new costumes, items, background sets from Golden and Royal, apparently. So, there is that.
We gotta keep moving.
Personally, I could see them doing what Royal did and including boss fights with the other protagonists.
If there was any big DLC, I could see that one coming. I believe you
because, and they have a perfect place for that in universe for Persona 3. There's like the Vision quests from P3 Portable.
Yeah.
Where you got to rematch the Arcana Shadows.
I know if we mentioned any from the DLC, I know like any bit of conversation I've seen about rumored other like additional content DLC, this always seems to pivot towards one of two things. Either the answer.
Yeah, there is going to be a P3R expansion pass. Yeah.
Oh, pretty well.
Okay. Yeah, I know I've been seeing a lot of people go towards, immediately jumping to the answer or female protagonist.
I'm not seeing... sadly enough, I do not see Kotone being a thing.
I don't see her coming back. And, like, here's the thing.
It would be really sad. But I don't see it happening.
I don't see it happening, but the one thing I will say that... the one take I've been seeing related to her is that... I'm like, well, Atlas just doesn't like this character, blah, blah, blah. It's like,
no.
Atlas has acknowledged this character quite a few times.
She's in the drama CDs.
She's in the drama series. She's in Q2 as an actual plot point.
Yes.
Like, she is story relevant to that entire game.
And she has to deal with imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
For not being the P3 test's leader.
Because, for those who have never played the Q games,
No, I'm actually pretty fit, huh?
The, Persona 4 and 3 teams met, but they had Makoto as the protagonist, and in Q2, the female protagonist shows up.
And she sees all of the members of C's,
but they're Makoto's.
Hers. And it actually takes a while before you even get Makoto and Aigis. So, when they do finally meet face to face, it is like a cutscene, an animated cutscene, full animated, and that's nice. That's great. Okay, so the expansion pass leak says exploration item kit. Okay.
Usual things you get.
Background music set, Revelations Mitsuo. Oh hell yeah. That's that 8-bit version of I'll Face Myself.
Oh.
The Almighty, yeah, the boss theme of Amino Sagiri. Yeah, Amino Sagiri, I'm pretty sure.
I will say, backside
of the TV game.
Every day's great at your tune.
Okay. Sorry, I do need to real quick though, because I have.
Yeah, go ahead.
Second major Arcana card from the Arcana Burst. It is Magician. Yeah. I am actually explaining like, because I have. I have a Wikipedia.
The Magician.
Page. No, as I say, I have a Wikipedia article up. I explain the social links as the Arcanas as we get the social links. I feel explaining it there will also tie in a little bit to the character. I've also been just to connect to my own brand. I also have been tying it in to talk about the Arcana cards from Yu-Gi-Oh.
You fucking weeb.
Look, they're making Solid Vision a thing, and immediately everyone said the same exact thing. Fucking Seto Kaiba.
Yeah, we're gonna be able to call Seto Kaiba a punk-ass bitch in real life.
Yeah, the Magician Arcana will give you 2 items. This go around it's giving me 2 Mazio gems. My first run it was 2 Magura gems.
Magaru.
Yeah, Magaru.
Yeah.
And when you get all the Arcana cards of a night, you'll get the Arcana Burst effect, which will increase the power of all the minor Arcana cards we've been collecting. So instead of being 1 sword, they're going to be 2 swords, 2 coins, and so on and so forth. There'll be better effects overall.
Now, something to keep in mind is eventually you will run out of card slots. Like, it doesn't upgrade every time that you get a new card.
Yeah.
Eventually you'll hit a 5-card limit. But there might be a way to increase that. Who knows?
I will say, in terms of these cards you gave me, as much as I'm tempted to take the swords for the DS skill card, I need the money.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm trying to leave here tonight with 40,000.
Let's do the same thing for our next fight.
Every other night when it comes to money grinding, it's going to be so much easier. It's just the first night is hell.
And while you have the time, just keep fusing personas.
That I should be doing more, but I also just need the personas to fuse.
Yeah.
I also
don't get a lot to work with.
Yeah. I'm also trying to get specific. God, I hate not having a character with ice. I'm the only one with ice. Pixie has no elemental damage currently, so I'm more often than not switching off of her to proc all-out attack for shuffle time.
What you wouldn't give for a growth card right about now?
Let me think. Cup. Restore the party's HP by 50%. Since that's for it to actually restore the entire party, that's a little uncommon at this point.
Yeah. More often than not, it'll just be healing Makoto.
Oh, actually, yeah. I forgot. We haven't talked. I haven't talked about one other thing with Makoto. If Makoto goes down, it's game over.
Oh yeah.
Which I believe
It's common.
It's common. I don't believe you can revive Joker either.
Yeah, no, you can't revive Joker. The only time that like changes is in Persona Q. That's only if you're not playing on Merciless.
There,
Or
you can go for a weakness.
Yeah.
Alright, the enemy's
Stop
down.
playing the noises, I'm looking for something.
Here's your chance. You can target a weakness.
To be honest, I kind of wish Persona Q would get put onto the console, just because it's a little bit of a nicer start for some people.
The sad thing is,
You should be able to
Persona Q's been left to the wastes.
It really was. Let me before we say anything else, let me adjust the volume, like lower the game volume.
Yeah, go ahead. Because like Persona Q2 did not get an English voice cast.
Yeah. It didn't get an English voice cast. I mean, Persona Q2 got like very little marketing. Like I saw nothing about it.
Well, it was also released at like the end of the 3DS's lifespan.
There we go.
Again, I apologize for any of the noise here.
Nah, it's all good. But yeah, no. Persona Q2 was just, it was doomed to fail, mostly because of the Atlas.
Yeah, Atlas unfortunately did not give it the what we carried. It kind of deserved. But also, I don't blame them.
It always felt like a project that they, like Persona Q1, it felt like they actually had something interesting going, like they had some ideas they wanted to mess around with.
Well, for Persona Q2, it felt a lot more like, okay, we're doing this again. Why? Because, money.
Yeah. Which, that was the thing I felt was always going on with Persona 5 in particular, since, you know, we had... hold on a second. Give me 1 second, dog.
Persona 5 is oversaturated. May any Persona 5 stands come and smite me. You won't. You're too busy doing your cool poses.
Yeah. You know. Yeah, no, Persona 5 was very oversaturated. Like, Persona, for context, like, Persona 4 had the original release of Persona 4, it had the golden version. And then it had, the fighting game spin-off and, the dancing spin-off.
Yeah. Meanwhile, after Atlas saw the popularity of Persona 4 dancing, they decided, okay, we'll do this for the others, too.
Yeah, we had Persona 3, we had Persona 5 with dancing. Then, Persona 5, like, that thing...
Persona 5 Royal came out way too soon.
It came out way too soon. I don't think people realize how many spin-offs, like... I've seen a couple people, like, say, oh, this is just a normal thing for Persona. It's like, no, it's not. Persona 5...
Like, yes and no. Like, with Persona 3, there were actually a lot more spin-off games than we actually were aware of.
I know.
Like, there was a prequel game involving Aegis. There was like an escape room during that night.
Yeah, no, I will just say, like, in terms of, like, I get the escape rooms, like, there's a lot of, like, stuff, like, real events that we don't get here in the States because, you know, not our ballpark.
I wasn't even saying a real event, like, it was a mobile escape room.
Oh, it was a mobile? Oh.
Yeah.
You know, what I was gonna say, though, is, like, Persona 5 had, like, massive spin-off releases, because there were Strikers, Tactica, the dancing game... And they were, like, the...
To be fair, here's my hot take.
Go.
Right? Strikers is a better story than Persona 5.
I'm not even gonna argue that. I'm not even gonna argue that.
Yes, I adore the cast of Persona 5. But... there's too much going on in Persona 5 for them to develop as characters. And too much of their development is reliant on their social links. Or confidants.
Which... That to be honest, that's something I will say...
That was something that I felt was a detriment to Persona 4 as well. But not nearly as bad in Persona 4 as it is in 5.
I'd say... 5, it feels so much more bloated than 4.
Like, I appreciate that the social links also give you those passive effects, because, you know...
It makes it more useful.
It gives more incentive, other than just, you do this to have stronger personas, and to enjoy the story.
What to do?
And, like... there's always those few social links that are not as popular as others.
Yeah.
Take the original version of the Moon Arcana in Persona 3.
Moon is the food guy, right?
Yeah, it's the Gourmet King. Suemitsu.
Yeah.
He's so much more likable because he is voiced now. So he just gets to be a fucking meme. Him actually saying moonwalk and then moonwalking back into a restaurant.
Yeah, there's fun. I'll say, I don't hate the social links of Persona 5. I think they're all fine.
Yeah, no, I don't mind the confidants. I just think,
why is so much of the character growth of the playable cast linked to the confidants with them?
I feel like there's too much
connected to your confidants when it comes to the playable cast. And to be honest, some of the playable cast just feel like they took aspects of two different characters from previous games and slapped them together.
Yeah.
Like, Ryuji is my boy, right? He's my son. However, he is very blatantly a combination of Persona 3's Chariot Arcana with the usual dude bro magician character.
Yeah, no, I could feel that a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, that the same issue exists for Yosuke, but Yosuke has enough differences about him separating him from the other two.
Hakuba is severely exhausted.
Yosuke
We ought to head back.
is just a magician archetype character.
Yeah.
But he isn't trying to be something else. Ryuji also isn't trying to be a magician archetype character. He's the chariot archetype character with some of the gags that a magician gets.
Yeah, you know what, dude? You know what they are? You know what they are? Because it's not just it's not chariot. I wasn't gonna say that. I wasn't. No, you know what I was gonna say? Between the three of them, they're the Speedwagon.
Yeah.
They're that one character who like is always who looks at the wild card as like, you know, their best friend.
Yeah. And, like, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, the archetype is really good.
But I feel like there's too much similarity between Ryuji's story
and the Persona 3's.
Well, not entirely, because you'll see more of what's going on with Kaz, but it is a very similar problem.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'd like to say rank 5 right now. Ooh, Bomb of Life.
And you immediately see where
Ryuji's comes from.
Yeah, and I'm like, I like it more with the Chariot Arc, with just the sole Chariot Arcana. He's got nothing else going on. It's the main focus of his story, as opposed to Ryuji, who's got so much shit going on. Okay, the second gatekeeper.
I kind of wish that they leaned in more to Ryuji's dad for his confidant.
But, you know, Japan, they can't acknowledge they can't
entirely acknowledge the problems of their culture.
The main, I will say, it's just the main issue with
the business.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. My main issue with the Persona 5 confidants in general, first off, I get it, like, it's in theme for calling them confidants as opposed to social links.
It just doesn't feel the same.
It doesn't feel the same. The one thing I do like is after each one that it flashes forward and, like, you know, explains what role they served in the Phantom Thief. That was a very nice framing device.
The way that they framed the story is not the issue with the story.
My personal biggest gripe with the story of Persona 5, and I mentioned this to you and I mentioned this to a couple people, it's the fact that they call Joker the trickster and nothing ever feels like you pulled an actual trick.
You're just
running around stealing shit. Which, like, yeah, that's Phantom Thief, but, your biggest trick is convincing Akechi and the others that they killed you.
Yeah. There was one thing... That's the thing. I saw one take. I'm going to be kind of vague about this because I don't want to spoil Persona 5's story for people. But, someone's take should have been... was that if they wanted to play into calling him the Trickster, to actually have something with it is... once you find out who the problem member of the situation is, have a gauge for their awareness and that you have to actually trick them. Like, you have to make sure that they don't know that you know.
That they don't catch on.
Exactly. I'm like, that would have added a level of depth.
But, like, I understand that they wanted to keep the players in suspense because, oh my god, did I just die?
But the main issue is... Can I say as much as I was just praising the framing device of it being, you know, a flashback of you in the confession room. The main issue is, because of the fact that it's a flashback, it makes the game overs feel wrong, narratively speaking.
That's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Like, even when you get a game over in that sense, Sai's just like, no, wait, hang on, your story doesn't fucking add up.
Yeah.
I'm done with you.
Fusion, is it?
I'm trying to think.
Which, you know, that's because you've been drugged off your ass.
Kind of persona
Yeah.
do you desire?
And the unfortunate part is you have to keep Sai there basically the whole time, otherwise it doesn't work.
Yeah. I don't know, I just feel there's a lot of... I know I also just personally have like a couple personal gripes with Persona 5's ending.
Here's my problem with Persona 5's ending. It feels too much like it's trying to one-up Persona 3 and Persona 4 without any of the payoff.
That, and like, I kind of just feel a little... how to say this? I kind of like how, yes, the Persona endings are always on, like, you know, the social links and everything. I don't know, it's...
Yeah,
I think it's mostly just because I had a problem with the whole fan site to begin with.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, when it comes to why I don't enjoy Persona 5's original ending as much, it feels too much like it's trying to be Persona 4's ending, but bigger.
Yeah.
And flashier. Which is all Persona 5 tended to have when it first launched.
It's all spectacle. It is all spectacle.
To the detriment of its gameplay and story. In places.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick fights with everything around here for right now. Just because I know I'm on the Guardian who's weak to Zio, and Pixie has not learned what's it called yet. Zio. Oh, Junpei with the critical!
I will be back.
You should be able to hit a weak spot. Let's finish this. Hagema, finish the enemy. All right, you won it. Great work out there.
Ah, there we go. Okay, now that Pixie is gone, Zio. I'm gonna just keep going up floors until we get back to a floor with the teleporter, and then I'm just gonna go back down to floor 1. Or I could just use this one and go right up to... Actually, I'm gonna go down to floor 1 again and save. And, well, no, I'll enter... let's see, what do I have for here, for items? I should hopefully be able to do it with that.
Salut.
Okay, resuming from floor 11.
All right.
Okay, let's try this. I should be able to. I just wanted Zio because the chariot guy back there is weak to Zio.
You're up against it. I can suggest the.
Yeah, I'm ignoring this because Mitsuru, you were completely worthless as a navigator right now. The thing is, she's like talking about the assist system that I've been using to quickly cycle through my personas. The main issue is, for the assist system to work at this... I thought you were weak. Fuck.
This may be a good test of your skill.
Shit. Wait, no, are you Win? You're Win. I'm an idiot. I did that for no reason.
That's an enemy down. Good job, Sakura. There, you can go for a whip. All right, the enemy's down. You should be able to hit a weak spot.
Ooh, daze.
Here's your chance. You can target a weakness.
To be honest, when it comes to setting up your characters, Junpei, in terms of like using magic, is not the best of ideas. He is not a caster. It's just right now we need the... He's just an extra SP pool right now for fire magic. Ooh, fuck. Last thing I need is for that guy to get lucky, score, crit, and...
Like you can strike in this situation.
Oh, she's out of... Oh, yeah, she's out. Fuck!
She needs backup. Takeba's in danger. Someone patch her up. Now.
On another all-out attack.
Well done. Let's continue exploring.
I'm just gotta keep moving.
Every few floors, there's some kind of gatekeeper. They're all...
Well, I could use... No. Well, I could use the three... I could use 3 Twilight Fragments to open that chest. I'm gonna do that later. For right now, I'm going to use the Twilight Fragments to fully restore my party. My reasoning being is once we start getting to social links, Twilight Fragments are going to become much more plentiful.
And, if I may...
Go.
There will eventually be a way to farm infinite Twilight Fragments, basically.
I mean... may I venture a guess? Is there going to be a fortune teller that increases their spawn rate?
Some kind of gatekeeper.
No,
Oh.
not that. At least not that I know of yet. Could it be? But there will be a floor event that, including one of the features of that floor event, will turn all of the minerals that appear into Twilight Fragment minerals.
Ooh. I have not seen that one yet.
Yeah, I know. It's something that I only recently...
It's probably a late game.
It's something that I only recently encountered, and I'm pretty sure it was a tutorial moment. So it's one of those moments that it's locked until you reach a certain point in the game.
Yeah, my thing is right now, I'm more willing to use...
Oh, rare!
Rare? Yeah, no, it's a tutorial one.
Yeah, I know. There, another tutorial thing that happened. There's a bigger rare that steals all the treasure on the floor.
Oh, fuck.
And you have this little event where you chase it down. And have to choose between left or right to try and hunt it down.
Ah, fuck. I know this one's weak to bash.
Alright. I am gonna get going.
Okay.
May you have an enjoyable time.
Well, from here we get to start dealing with social links if I get out of here tonight. I don't know if I'm getting out of here tonight.
Burr.
Fucking... I think this one will stay. I don't think it's gonna run away. The ones we encounter later are very prone to running away. The main thing is you want to learn their weaknesses so you can knock them down for all-out attacks, because all-out attacks are where the big damage is gonna be. The nice thing about them is they will drop coins that are worth a decent amount of money. 5 access to a status effect. Yeah, like I said, I'm more willing to use Twilight Frag. I was saying earlier, I'm more willing to use Twilight Fragments because of the fact they will become plentiful. There's multiple ways to earn them, and it's not something I have to worry about. As opposed to, the soul drops and everything, where it's like, those are incredibly useful and incredibly rare at this point in the game. This is why it's a good thing we have Zio. Increase Angel's level, or give Angels a bonus experience. I don't think this. Yeah, he wasn't gonna level up Angel. Item, Lifestone.
Is that...
We've got, our goal is 10 more floors. Never fleeing a battle, unless it's the Reaper. Even then, I don't know if I could flee the Reaper.
I don't know why, but it's a lot harder to speak up when it's this quiet.
Two targets. You can handle them.
I'm gonna save the Mazio gem because it's we're at the point in the game where items are rare and I need as many as I can get.
The enemy's down. There, you can go for a weakness.
No, I forget how much into detail I went in this last stream, but there is a completely different mentality. Like, I think I mentioned at the start of the last stream where the 3 systems they run, you gotta use it. You go in with a completely different mentality. In SMT, you run a bunch of demons that each cover multiple elements. This way, you could take advantage of the press turn system. Meanwhile, in Soul Hackers, you wanted demons that had a lot of elemental coverage for the Sabbath system. The main thing with this game, though, with its mentality, is you're basically trying to make up for whatever the party doesn't cover. Like, right now, we cover ice, because no one else does. That is the biggest thing we need to cover. We need to cover ice and electricity. There is a light and dark elements, but they're not really a thing yet. They will be later, and we'll talk about them later. Because there was one change to the... Well, I believe this was a change that came from Persona 5. They changed how light and dark behave. Because if I remember correctly, in Persona 3's original release, and definitely in Persona 4's, light and dark damage wasn't a thing, it was just instant kill. They changed that in Persona 5, where they added curse damage, which is the dark damage, and then they also added holy damage, where they weren't just instant kill. I like this change. It makes those elements more useful. If there was one thing I wish that had come from Soul Hackers to this, I wish ruin damage was a thing. Oh,
if you use an item, you can target the enemy's weakness. Focus. You should be able to hit a weak spot.
The main issue I've got going on here is the fact that we have two. We have. Oh, this is gonna suck. This is the main issue with this whole area, is the fact that it is just such a burden on RSP. Like, no one else in the party has a burden as insane as the protagonist. Because of the fact that the protagonist is making up for so much elemental coverage.
Oh, pretty well.
Like, most of the shifting is, unless it is something that, unless we know explicitly something is weak to fire, is the first thing of a shift is always just pass it to the protagonist. Ooh. Wait, which one is that? Nice! Not the most useful card in the world, but still something that's nice to have. I know what you are weak to. You're weak to wind. And you have a lot of HP.
There, you can go for a Let's do it.
Can't stop now.
I believe it is. It takes half damage from strike, so you're going to want to make sure to attack it with
Well done. Let's continue
a slash attack. Ooh, Marin. Let's go. We got the meme card. For those unaware, I mentioned it earlier, but in the original release of Persona 3, and with the Persona 3 Fez version, you could not control the party. One party member had a really bad habit of spamming Marin Karin and Mob Bufala. In particular, the Marin Karin thing is a meme. Ooh, the Bufu card. So, funny thing about the skill cards, I was used to how Persona 4 handled skill cards, that when I played...
Oh, can we go up
The first experience I had with Persona 5 was Persona 5 Strikers, and I didn't know that you could just use skill cards? Because, if I remember correctly, in Golden, you had to see a person in the Velvet Room. Might as well not summon a Persona, might as well go for the other ones.
Here's your chance. You can target a weakness.
No point in wasting my SP there.
Let's continue exploring.
Okay, let's keep on.
I mean, I won't complain. It will save me. I was actually about to say. I was about to say that I'll have to use a healing item on her because she was about to die. But the game could just go and heal her.
Shadow spotted.
The group of 3. You can
In this situation.
Fuck.
Here's your chance. You can target a weakness. Nicely done. Enemy eliminated.
I don't think that's how you say that Persona's name.
All right. The enemy's down.
Oh, wait, because I switched at the start. Shit. Ah, fuck it. I'd rather get the all-out attack. Good thing I did. New Persona. There's a certain list of Personas you're gonna want before you leave Tartarus here this first night. When we get to the teleporter and we go back to the Velvet Room, I will go over the ones that I would suggest having before you get out. To be honest, this first night is the only one that's like the most heavily planned out. Just because there's so much stuff that has to be done.
There's 2. Here's your chance to attack. There. You can go for a weakness.
Night 2, like the next time we come here, we're gonna be able to play it a lot more loose. Because of the fact that we'll have access to more abilities, we'll have some funds. Well, not even so much to have some funds. We'll have some social links, and we'll be able to fuse some pretty powerful personas. Because if we have so fun little thing with social links, since I got really nothing to talk about. Ooh, counter. Really nothing to talk about right now. It's just mindless floor climbing.
Pretty well.
Igor said we could draw more power from our personas with our social links. I haven't been able to fuse anything right now that would show it off because the only social link we have is of the Fool Arcana.
Yeah, there's a shadow.
And yeah, there's nothing really I haven't really had anything outside of Orpheus or the Fool Arcana. But once we form more social links, we can the higher the level you have in a social link, the more powerful it be. you'll get an extra bit of bonus experience to that persona. It's method. Oh fuck. That did not work out the way I planned. I was hoping for a different turn order, but that did not happen. And pass it over. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Now that I've talked about a lot of the different damage coverage. I haven't talked about the physical attacks. There are 3 types. There is strike, slash, and shot. Shot was a little bit more important in Persona 5 because you had a gun. To quote the meme, for his neutral special, Joker has a gun. The same shot damage currently is only exploitable by, you know, certain Persona abilities or Yukari's bow. I think there's another character later who gets to use shot damage, but I'm not sure.
Pay attention next time. You can't go for any weak points. You should be able to hit a weak spot.
I'm gonna go for the ice damage because I'm the only one who could dish that out.
The enemy's down. Good hit. One of your teammates can hit a weak. Shit, switch attacker. Here's your chance. You can target a weak.
The reason I will say, the reason I love the shift ability above all is because the amount of times in Persona 4 where I had one enemy down from exploiting a weakness on Murakami, but then would need to have Chie or someone else deal with the Yosuke deal with the other one's elemental damage. And then the one I knocked down got back up before it got to Yosuke. Happened so many times, it drives me insane.
Perfecto. Down the stairs.
I think before we fight the next... Okay, this is the one I needed Dio for. Well, before we fight him... Yeah, she's talking about exploring damage weaknesses, which we've already been doing. But let's head back down to the first floor and do some fusions.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
We've been in here... Oh my god! We've been here for over an hour.
Register is overriding acceptable. I've completed registration.
To be perfectly honest, I think there's just gonna be days with streams with Persona 5 and Persona 3 here where I'm just gonna be staying in Tartarus the entire stream. It's here.
This persona is powerful.
Maybe. Oh, no, let's see. What kind are you, damn Christ? You're a strength one.
This would be a
like,
wise choice. This persona.
You're balanced. Well, first things first, let's use this guy.
It seems no new power.
Yeah, we don't have a magician arcana, but we won him.
Isn't it?
Welcome to the party. Oh, should we start? Oh, yeah, it's our first fusion. I do like the visual. And this is Jack Frost. Jack Frost is... I think Jack Frost is Atlus's mascot. So yeah, Jack Frost is up there with the likes of Mario, Sonic. Yeah, no, my achievements are definitely fucked. That was the achievement tab for performing a fusion. And before everyone goes, Oh, have you not performed a fusion since you got back on your other account? In your other file? No, I have. That's why I'm so confused.
Come to be is a great joy of mine.
This persona is powerful.
Actually, you know what?
Please choose what skills to inherit.
It seems no.
It's finally time.
Okay, I'm gonna skip past these. Like, we'll watch the animation once, but we're not gonna watch it all the time. Also, be careful when you fuse multiple times, and I think it's fusing during a new moon, because things will happen. Also, every so often when you fuse a persona, sometimes a skill change will occur. This time I want to change Bufu, which I'll be okay with that. Fuck! I rolled well there. One thing to talk about, you cannot fuse a persona that has a higher level than your level. There is an exception. Say you are level... Okay, using here. Say we are level 8, we fuse Jack Frost, but we have a higher rank in the Magician Arcana. Jack Frost would get bonus experience and would level up. Similar thing happened to us in SMT5, where we were one level and we summoned a demon who was a much higher level because of fusion. Take advantage of bonus experience.
Is a great joy of mine. Have you all the elements you need?
This is your progress so far.
Okay, let me see here. I just want to see who have I fused away. I still have Pixie, but I've got you for that. I've got Jack Frost, who I'm probably gonna resummon.
Please take a look. So you'll be summoning this one? May it be your inner strength. Very well.
I just want Jack Frost on the party right now, and when we get out, I'm gonna check my deck, because pretty much every slot is going to be filled up before we leave Tartarus for the day. Yeah. I just gotta check my list to see which other one I need to grab before we head out. But I'm going to switch over to Omokane here.
Salut.
Oh, excuse me. Only other thing to actually talk about with interesting thing to talk about with personas. I don't have I'm not gonna go to interesting fact of origin for all the personas because, oh my god, there's a lot of them. I think there's well over 100 in this game alone. But I'll talk about the interesting origins for some of the DLC personas, since
Welcome to the Velvet.
They are special personas for this game, since they were not in the original build, and they are related to various protagonists. I do not get why his is level 40 fucking 6. We have Izanagi here, which is Yuna Kami's persona. And then we have Arsene, which is our Persona 5 Joker persona. And then we also have personas related to various characters. I'll talk about them as we summon them.
We look forward.
Also, fun little thing, if you go to the persona menu and press down, you'll get a short little history blurb about the various personas. Also, I have been forgetting to update my floor counter again, which I will be fixing. Here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing I will say. If I don't remember to update the floor counter before finishing up a night, well, finishing up a floor, I will remember to update it before we get out of Tartarus. Just because I get on a roll with moving up the floors and I kind of just forget.
All right.
All right.
The enemy, if you're being overwhelmed.
So this is to talk about defense, and yeah, we're gonna want to use guarding this round. I'll talk about why as the fight goes on, but first things first. Weakness, Zio. This is why I wanted an electric spell. Okay. And then Junpei. have Junpei guard at all times. The reason why is this enemy's element is wind, and if you have bothered to check the personas of your party, you would know that Junpei is weak to wind and will be knocked down, and you do not want to give this thing a fucking once more. Because yes, while I've been exploring that, the enemies can too. The only thing we have going for us is they can't use an all-out attack. Now, guarding, besides just reducing damage, will also make it so you are not affected by elemental weaknesses. I'm going to actually strike this time because I believe... Oh, fuck, I took a bet and I lost. The thing I was betting on is I remember this thing at half health tends to use Tarakuja. Fuck! There it is.
Here's your chance. You can target a weakness.
But we are ending this turn. Tarakuja increases its attack.
All right, you won. Great work out there.
No, I am the leader. Let's do it.
Honestly.
Hey, listen.
I believe... I could be wrong here, but I think that might be the last floor guardian for the run.
So quiet. You can hear our footsteps echo.
Hey.
That just leaves a few more floors. Yeah, this is to talk about the rush ability. No, not ability, the rush command style. So instead, you can only, it's really only useful on the lower floors. Like here, for example, these are all enemies we know we can kill easily. So the rush command just makes it so you auto attack. I tend not to take advantage of it, but it is something you can use.
Yuri's taken one down. There's one target left.
The reason why I don't tend to use the rush command is because I like to control the battlefield. If I remember correctly, the rush command would have had Junpei go after the weaker shadow. Where I'd rather him have finished off the one shadow so we could have ended with an all-out attack for shuffle time.
Let's do the same thing for our next fight.
Don't worry, there are times I use rush. It is mostly on revisits.
Hey, doesn't that chest look kind of different
What
from the
kind
others?
of... What number? Okay, good. And I just got one. Let's open it up. Ooh. Having more bombs of life is never a bad thing, since those are the max revives.
Oh, can we go up?
Alright, let's keep moving. Hey, let's loot that chest.
I forget if floor 20 has another guardian. I don't believe there's a guardian on... No, I know there's not a guardian on floors 21.
You can hit any weak spots.
and 22.
Here's your chance. You can target a weakness. Yuri's taking one down.
We are actually very much in the final push for the night. Or at least this night in Tartarus.
You won. Now let's move on.
I'll check what time it is when we get out of Tartarus, and that will let me decide if I'm gonna keep going or if it's just gonna be a night in
Don't be
Tartarus.
so reckless. You won't have enough stamina.
That might end up be how the stream structure for Persona. If that ends up happening, what I will do is I will devote another night to Persona. That way we have 2 nights a week for Persona. One night will probably be a night in Tartarus. The other night would be entirely devoted to social links. Since there is a significant time gap between Tartarus expeditions. I'll decide that once I get out of here. Right now I'm more concerned with triggering shuffle time than using status effects. Once we get to the higher floors and we start dealing with tougher enemies, status effects are going to become a lot more important. It's just right now I don't have the SP to devote to them. What level am I? 10. How close am I to 11? 300 experience. So, if you're looking to level up, what you do is, if you're leveling up the protagonist, in particular, not a persona, ditch the party on floor 1, and then just power through solo.
They shouldn't be a problem. Can't go down just Your health is low. Do you have any healing? There, you can go for a weakness. Here's your chance. You can target a weakness. Good. That's one less to worry about. Your health is low. Do something before you get hit.
Oh, that was close.
Excellent. Takeba dodged the attack. Yuri's taken one down.
Nice!
All right, you won. Great work out there.
Don't be so... It's a treasure chest.
Okay, yeah, so there's no more major fights for the night.
3 enemies. They shouldn't be a problem. You should be able to hit a weak spot. Enemy down. Hit that up, Iori.
Now's my chance.
The guy got Mabufu. I mean, no point to use it right now. If an attack, if you see an attack that's like, for example, Mabufu or Mazio, the difference why it has the Ma on the front, it means that it's going to be multi-hit as opposed to single hit.
No matter how many shadows we beat.
Yeah, as to why you want to ditch the party if you want to earn a lot of experience, because, as I mentioned earlier, experience is divided. Actually, no. I'm gonna give you a luck band. The reason I'm giving him a luck band is because of the fact that Junpei is entirely about critical hits.
Alright, we have the advantage! Here's your chance. You can tell your weakness. That's an enemy down. Good job, Sakura. There, you can go for a weakness.
I do need to keep an eye on the time somewhat because I do have work.
There's one target left. Finish this. Well done. Let's continue exploring.
Come on, didn't even give me shuffle time.
Back to business.
There, you can go for a weakness.
Yeah, then we pass it on to Junpei.
The enemy. Here's your chance. You can target a weakness. Enemy down. Keep that up, Glory. There, you can go for a weakness. The enemy. You're on your own.
Doing pretty well.
I'm just not getting items I want. It's a streamer's curse. I mean, you got everything that I needed. Yeah, there will be no enemies on, so on the last 2 floors of a section, there are going to be no enemies.
What's this?
These last 2 floors will be, they're border floors. They're going to be what separate us. Basically, they're the gap for the section for the night. Make sure you pick up this document. This is a key item. Power supply expansion has been completed. What's unusual is the excess wattage. Why would an island with only a school on it need so much power?
Let's see. No.
Yep. Border floors are
Alright.
are the limit to how far we can go. There's nothing we could do tonight in terms of the border floor. But what we can do... I'm going to remove them from my party. I'm going to create a save, because I need 2 levels. I'm going to go back to level 1 and do some grinding, because I want to be level 12 before we leave here. I want more money, and I'm going to double check my persona list before I head out. On the YouTube side, I'm just going to pause the recording. I'm just going to go over this now. The list of personas you're going to want before you leave Tartarus today are you're going to want Aramitama, Omokane, Pixie, and Fornius. You're also going... Yeah, you could get Aramitama, Fornius, and Pixie through, cards, but... I think here. The, Omotane can only be obtained through, Fusion, which we already showed off. I've already got Pixie, and I can create the other one through fusion. So if I don't get their cards again, I'm just gonna fuse them. Or I'm actually just gonna resummon Pixie. I'll fuse the other one.
Don't have enough stamina.
We have finally hit level 12. Oh my god. For the YouTube side who doesn't know, the climb so far, like from the start of the stream up to us reaching level 22 and me coming out for the of a Tartarus, that was 2 hours. We were there for another hour just grinding levels and money, and I might not even have enough money. Oh god, I might not have enough money.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Okay, so first things first, I'm just gonna double check to make sure I have the personas that I need.
Will you choose?
We're going to want Omoikane. Also, when you reach level 12, your capacity is increased, so you can have another persona. Which is, for those compared with Persona 5, it's interesting because Persona 5, if I remember correctly, to unlock new slots for personas, you are given them. Like, they are locked behind main story progression. Versus Persona 4 and 3, where as you level up, you can carry more personas. Let's see here, we need Pixie, the Aramitama, and Fornius. So yeah, I got everything that I need.
Will you register it to the compendium?
Register all the personas.
Well then, shall we take a look?
Now we'll need some of these personas later, but right now I just need everything in the order we've got it. Oh god. That was an hour straight of grinding, which is, in all honesty, my...
Yes.
No, oh, no, not yet. Going to create a hard save right here, now that we are level 12. We are going to leave. So let's see if from here on, I'm going to lose my ever-loving shit if I get out. And I go and, get the, sell all the stuff I have. And we are short. I mean, it was true just once, though. Only on the first day.
You sure?
Yeah, I mean, we're Mr. Oblivious. We didn't see the blood or coffins the first night.
Yo, what's up? Hey man, I'm gonna get some ramen after school. You wanna come?
Yeah, why out of the blue?
No reason really. Just don't have anything to do later. Plus, I figured we could finish our chat from this morning. So how about it, man? Let's get some ramen at the mall and talk.
This is a mandatory event. You can't really control it. This is one of the few free social links. What I mean by free social link is this is given to you rank 1 for free. Like, there is no skipping it.
We've gotta put some special ingredient in it. Something no other ramen shop would ever use. Maybe there's a secret clue in the shop's name. My bad. I always geek out a little whenever I eat here.
Like, my man, you're overthinking it. Just shut up and eat. I could always sell life stones. That's something that I am considering. I think, is this a... This is automatic. My choices don't matter here, right? Tempting. Where's the coin? chocolate and...
Really? You taste the magic too? Man, I wasn't expecting that. I think I'm liking you more by the minute.
Might as well try to remain somewhat positive, since the Magician Arcana is one I'm going to be fusing a decent bit.
Damn, you just transferred here too. Well, I can't blame you. Man's gotta be aggressive in this day and age. Hey, let's hang out after school again sometime. Let me know when you're free. I'll tell you all about my secret plan. Dude, you're gonna flip when you hear it.
Yeah, because he's taking a liking to us. We hear the voice in our head again.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast established a new bond. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Magician Arcana.
I'm actually just all checking here what the Magician Arcana represents. So the Magician Arcana, from what I can find, keep in mind, I think this changes somewhat. I'm not the best when it comes to tarot cards. I'm just reading off of, basically just reading off of Wikipedia. A lot of the stuff with the Magician Arcana is represented by creativity, individuality, and confidence. Another example would be, we mentioned him earlier, Persona 4's Yosuke, who is, his whole arc is about self-confidence, which is what ties into the Arcana. And then, as I was also mentioning earlier, I am going through on the various, I'm comparing it to the spell book of, well, the spell book archetype for Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is all based off of the Arcanas. Interestingly enough, the spellbook Magician of Prophecy is the representative for the Magician Arcana, and it is just related to, if I remember correctly, if this is the card I think it is. Yeah, it is actually, it's a searcher card. Like, it'll actually go through and find you the right spell book that you need. To be honest, when it comes to that Arcana, the Arcana deck, well, the spellbook Arcana deck, the Fool card is one of the most representative of the Arcanas.
Man, for real?
Since it has infinite potential, but it can easily be squandered.
But first, let's swap numbers. Bust out that cell phone.
And also in popular media, the Magician Arcana is also, to compare it again to JoJo, is represented by Magician's Red.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, so this is, I'm just gonna skip past this. This is what I was talking about, how you can't go into Tartarus if Mitsuru is busy, and sometimes certain party members will be busy and you can't go into Tartarus anyway. We already talked about that earlier. Okay, come on, please game, please spare me the grind.
You made it. What'd you bring? Wanna sell him? Sure, it's a deal.
The game has shown mercy. Is there any reason to keep the unique, I don't know if PK is still here or not. I'm going to shoot a DM.
You gotta tell no. I never felt like. I never felt like. Baby, stay with me. You gotta tell no. I never felt like.
You finished?
Gonna leave for now. I am eventually going to buy some upgrades for weapons and everything. It's just not tonight. We're just going to spend the 800 to do karaoke. We have a spare. We have 8,000 to spare.
You know what? Wow!
So now we're here. So, the last stream I actually mentioned that there are some different social links based on the fact, like, between the male and female character. I'm just pulling up the different social links for the two just so I can compare them. Like, for example, the female protagonist will never interact with Kenji. Instead, Junpei is her Magician's Arcana. But then, but they share. Oddly enough, with the party, they do share the Priestess and Empress Arcana. Actually, you know what? Actually, no. Okay, no, I'm wrong. Actually, just double checking the list. By the looks of it, the only ones who are swapped are the. Yo, okay, no. So the FemMC, the female main character, would have social links with all the girls in the party, but then also all the guys. But would lose out on people like Kenji, for example. That is fucking weird. Okay, but the one other difference, though, is... Well, not one. There's actually a lot of differences with some of the other Arcanas. For example, the school, of course, the track team is recruiting members. Now, they actually cut a lot from this because you used to be able to have 3 different activities you could join, which was either swim, kendo, or track. Now it's just the track team. Yeah. Sorry about that, dog. I had to get her to bed. Stay. Go to bed. Yeah, so there were 3 different clubs, but it was the same character for the social link for all of them. A similar thing happened in Persona 4, but there were two characters for that Arcana, and you interacted with both of them no matter what team you joined. But for the female main character, instead of being kendo, swim, or track, it was tennis or volleyball, so it was completely different sports. The Justice Arcana was also complete. Okay, I'm just gonna go over the full list of Arcanas that were different for the 2 MCs. The Magician's Arcana, as I mentioned, the Arcana, the Chariot Arcana was different, the Justice Arcana was different, the Hermit Arcana was different, the Fortune Arcana was different, the Strength Arcana was different, the Star Arcana, the Moon Arcana, and that's it. So a lot of the Arcanas were changed. Some of them were because certain Arcanas are actually tied to each other. So there are certain Arcanas that will only start once, that you will only start certain social links if you've started other things. An example here is the track team is going to also lead to joining the track team gives you 2 social links.
So, starting today, he's an official member of the team.
Hold on, you're trying to jump. You're going to sleep.
Welcome aboard. I'm Yuko Nishiwaki.
She's our team manager. She'll answer any of your questions.
You're a second year, right? Since we're in the same grade, you can just call me Yuko.
Let's see. Hey, Miyamoto.
Yes.
This here's our future team captain. Great runner and places well in competitions. You 2 are in the same class, right? Miyamoto, keep an eye on the new guy here, okay?
You got it. You're the guy who went out with Takeba on the first day of school, right?
That rumor is still persisting.
I'm Kazushi Miyamoto. You've seen me around, right?
Yeah, no, we saw him. I remember on the first day, he was the guy who showed up in the jersey.
You're mine after school. You better not think you're getting the easy treatment just because you joined mid-season.
I welcome everyone to the Chariot Arcana.
Thou art I. Thou hast established a new bond. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Chariot Arcana.
So the Chariot Arcana. This is the 7th part of the 7th card of the tarot deck. Technically 8th because the Fool is 0, but the representation for it is victory and willpower, which makes sense for a sports team. And then again, bringing up that one archetype. Let me see. Okay, that was your card. Give me a second. There you go. It was comparing it to that the spellbook archetype from Yu-Gi-Oh! It was actually a horse rider. So it was a little bit more literal with this one. Where it's not really its effect tying in. No, pop. Because its effect was you could discard a card and... Well, I mean, I guess it technically did because of the fact that it would tie into victory if you could bring a card back from the graveyard.
Since this is your first practice, just
have a look around and then call it a day. We have practice on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Or it could be the willpower to return from the graveyard, if you want to look too deep into it.
Ready for next time.
Fine, pup. Or speaking weird. Whoa. Oh, that was my controller falling. So, after spending a day with the track team, you're gonna see, heard, you're gonna get this event. Choose the first option both times.
Oh, hello.
Because this is just the requirements to start getting to know Yuko.
I'm in a hurry today. See ya.
You can't do anything on this first day, but you know, there's some setup.
Welcome back.
Yeah, we're not gonna go to Tartarus tonight. Though, I hate to do this because we spent so much time in Tartarus. I think that is just gonna be how things end up with streams where I go into Tartarus, where it's not a tutorial. We are going to be spending most of that stream in Tartarus. There's just no way around it. But yeah, for now though, I think that's what we're going to call stream for the day. If I didn't have work and I didn't have a whining puppy, I'd go a little bit further, but I'm kind of burned out from that long, hour-long grind in Tartarus. So with that though, I will see everyone next time, where we will continue to go further on into Persona 3 Reloaded. Or Persona 3 Reload. To be honest, next stream is going to be a lot of cutscenes. It's going to be a lot of social links. Because we're not going... To give you an idea, the next time we'll be going into Tartarus won't be until... Yeah. It won't be until the next month. Next time we go in will be the 10th. So yeah, we're gonna be out doing social links for a while. Hope you're all ready for some cutscenes.